Okay, so I started playing Sons of the Forest earlier. I played for like 4 hours, but my mic was not recording, so I got nothing from it. All I have is game sounds, so I'm just gonna talk over it. See how that goes. So this game starts out a little different than the Forest, but similar in a lot of ways too. The way you're starting in a flying vehicle. I didn't know I was able to move my camera at this point, so I'm just kind of standing there waiting for the cutscene to go on. Didn't even realize that I was able to move. Oh, there I am. It's good old Kelvin. Edward Puffton. I guess this is the guy we're looking for. I think we're looking for his whole family. They're on his 31 weeks. Even in the forest, you were able to like look around while you were on the plane, interact with like the book and stuff before the plane crash. My hand bugging out there. But look how greasy that keyboard is. Looks a lot like mine, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's definitely the Virginia that we see in game. Her animations are clean, by the way. Like, the animations are crazy. Calvin is just vibing there. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Kind of ironic he's listening to music. But then his ears, they're bad. So edgy. I noticed this is kind of different, by the way. In the trailer, the way this happens is something crashes into the helicopter in the air, like a mutant or something. But in this one, you're getting shot. So that's a change, I guess, from the trailer. It's a bit of lag. Yeah, my PC can barely run this. I'm waiting for some PC parts to come in so I can upgrade. But for now, it's gonna run horribly on my current PC. Who is this guy? I don't know if it's just the animation, but he looks so lifeless. He knocks you out and then what? Just leaves you there? What was the point? There's no Timmy to take this time. Something I still don't know is whether there's random spawns like in the forest or if it's always in the snow area. Cause later on I die in this, but I spawn here again, so I'm not too sure if it's random spawns again or if it's always scripted at this spot. Yeah, it's gotta be terrible. This guy's brain damage for sure. Look at the way the main character does this. Bro is rude as hell, like, has no respect for Kelvin. Bro, you can't tell me that's not rude. It's rude as hell. This is kind of similar to the forest too. In the crash site, there's suitcases with stuff. One thing about this is that it felt super similar to the first one, Forest. And like, it's a sequel and stuff, so it's like, yeah, of course it's similar, but isn't it like too similar? Like, not that I expected a completely different game, but you know, enough to like differentiate the two apart from each other. But it just feels like the Forest 2.0. But I guess that isn't really like a bad thing if it like builds upon what made the Forest so great. But so far, I'm not too deep into the lore or story or anything like that. But so far, it just feels like it feels like if the Forest got a remake, you know, instead of like a sequel, it just feels like a remake. But we'll see, I guess. I only have like 4 hours of the game so far. Not like I've done this build. Like I haven't done much exploring. Looks massive. My sensitivity in the screen is so low, and I don't know if you can fix it. I tried looking at some settings. I don't want to increase my sensitivity like all the way because it's slow here, but it's fine like when I'm playing. So I don't know what's up with that. And I love that there's some type of mini map now. But yeah, with all this, it just seems very like remakey of the forest. Like like if the forest was an older game and like you told me this was a remake of it, I'd believe it rather than a sequel. This map does seem like way bigger though. My graphics definitely do not do it any justice. There's those purple icons on the GPS, and I think those are like supposed to be the other team members. So I'm supposed to find those or something, but you know, as a survival game, we're gonna get sidetracked and like do a bunch of other random stuff before we get to like the main objectives. Here I find a frozen lake, which with some kind of sleds. Don't know what they're there for. There's like a little camp here. At first I thought I was gonna like break through the ice there and like fall into the water. Scavenging stuff, and we see some human body parts. Spooky. Alright, so this is that first cave. It was super close to the crash site, so I just decided to come here. Normally I wouldn't go into a cave first. I'd want to explore the top side of the island, but it was so close. I was like, why not? And there's a skeleton in here. Something I was thinking when I was going in here was, why are these skeletons like... I'd expect if they were in the cold like this, they'd be more preserved, but... guess they got eaten or something. Maybe they had an acid bath before coming in there. Who knows, could be anything honestly, but probably cannibals. More likely. These crates are back, these are in the forest, and they always had random stuff in it, like sodas. This guy with his vodka bottle. But the way they died there though, it makes it seem like, not that they died naturally, maybe of cold, because they're like rolled up in little balls, and that guy's just chilling there, sitting. I don't know, maybe they got eaten after they died, because if they got eaten beforehand, like you'd expect them to not look so natural, I guess. Kelvin was just chilling outside the cave. I haven't gone into any caves yet with Kelvin, so I don't know if he follows you in them, but based off of that, him just waiting outside that cave, I don't think he'll follow you in. But I could be wrong. Okay, at this point, I think I decide I want to get out of the snow biome. So I think I go towards that closest purple icon. Something I noticed is Kelvin doesn't directly follow you, like the exact way that you go. He goes around and finds like the proper way down the mountain, takes the proper paths. And like I don't know if Kelvin like rubber bands to you, or like if he just stays there if he gets stuck, but I was a little afraid of just like jumping down cliffs, because I was afraid Kelvin would get stuck. So I try to go down like proper-ish, rather than trying to parkour down the cliffs, because Kelvin obviously isn't going to do any of that. Not gonna lie, if Kelvin wasn't there, I'd be like jumping down the cliffs instead of going through these more proper paths. Gotta start picking the resources early, you know? Gotta be ready for when things go down. That water is so loud. Oh no, we lost Kelvin. Where is he? He's like across the river for some reason. There he is. I have no idea how he got on that side. Oh, and then I see the entrance to the first cave. I couldn't tell whether those were people or not, or they were dead bodies. So I'm just kind of looking at them until I get closer and I see that they got sticks up their ass. Nice little slingshot. Kelvin scaring the crap out of me. Came out of nowhere. Did not expect them on that side. And I see that they're like pointing at this cave, right? Like this cave has it's boarded up, so it might be important. I haven't gone into it yet, but I'm excited to get in there once I can. So the building is a lot different than in the forest. It's a lot more modular, I guess, in a sense. It doesn't really tell you how to build things, but gives you some basics on what you can do. And you just kind of gotta go off of that. It's pretty cool, honestly. I like it. Just looking at the inventory. There's cool lights. They turn on during the dark. I think I tried going purple lights at first because purple is my favorite color, but it was night and I could not see anything. Like, you can't see anything unless the lights are like white. Colors are neat though. Oh, my one complaint so far of the game though. They removed the ability to hotkey stuff on the numbers. It's a weird system now where you have to hold the inventory button and you kind of just like hold out your backpack and you gotta hover your mouse over the item you want and click it. It's a lot slower than like clicking your hotkeys, and I really don't like it. I prefer the hotkeys for sure. But I get it though, it's all about immersion, I guess. I don't know. I really hope they patch in hotkeys because it really sucks using the backpack. And it's not like you can just like hover over the item and then you pick it. You gotta like hover over it and then click it in order to equip it. Spiderwebs aren't real. They don't exist. And like, I'm not saying the game is bad or anything, but I guess I expected it to be a lot more different. But so far it just feels like the Forest HD. This also has to be one of the most annoying sounds in the game. Not the cannibal screaming, the GPS beeping. It's so annoying. Like, I guess it's telling you how close you are to the purple icon, but it's so annoying, bro. Like, I can't take it. I could not find what it was beeping at. See that? Man, just jump scares you. That guy's just hiding in a pile of these and pops up as soon as you walk by it. That scared the crap out of me. It's definitely a cool little feature in this game. It just pop out and jump scare you. Honestly, it reminds me of like in the older Pokemon games where sometimes there'd be a pile of grass and like you walk near it and a ninja pops out challenging you to a Pokemon battle. That's the feeling I got from it. Except this time, instead of a Pokemon battle, some dude trying to eat your face off. And now there's two of them, and Kelvin is just chilling. Yeah, Kelvin, they're right there, bro. Bro, Kelvin, don't be a wuss, bro. Come on. You're a trained professional. Have a little backbone. Look at that, you can't see with the purple lights. Like, I'm like, what am I looking at? I can't see anything, so I had to change it back to the white one. Much better, much better. Alright, here I'm just like remembering the trailer and how they set up their camp with the tarp and the sticks. I couldn't tell where the sticks are, by the way. Not everything fits on one screen. You gotta like scroll to the sides in order to see everything. I could not see the sticks. Sticks are at the bottom right, by the way, next to the rocks. Yeah, right there. It's so out of the way. Do you hear that beeping though? How annoying that is? And like it stops when it's not in your hand, and then you bring it back out and it just starts beeping again. Now, I don't know if this is scripted or not, or if it's because there was cannibals near me, but the time wouldn't skip. Like, it was still dark. I'm like, bro, what? And you'll see why I say it's scripted later. But I was just so confused. I just thought maybe it's because the cannibals were nearby. You know, kind of how in Minecraft it's like, you can't sleep, there's monsters around. So that's what I thought. There's my big brain remembering the recipes from the first game. Gotta get your torch stick. This time it's a cool electric lighter. And I'm trying to sleep again. It's so dark though. And then Coven's pointing at the cannibals. I guess he has night vision because I can't see anything. He's pointing them out. Look at that, they come out of the shadows. So spooky, and they're like covered in mud, so they're like a lot harder to see in the dark. So terrifying, and then you hear that in the background. Nah, bro, get me out of here. Look at that, Coven's just pointing at them. Do something about it then. Don't just point at them. I can't see crap. You can see them. Go take them out, bro. Come on. Nope, there's one right there. And then he just crawls back into the darkness. What am I supposed to do? Like, they disappear. They're invisible. At this point, I'm like, nah, I need to make a fire. Jesus, that one is right here. Bro's in my tent. This guy wants to cuddle in the night. Nah, bro, I got Kelvin. Find your own tent. You can like hear them walking around. Did you hear that? The GPS. It's nah, I can't with that noise. Like just in the forest, they don't really attack you at the beginning. They're just kind of like scouting you out, trying to figure you out. So they're like more wary than aggressive. But you know, I had my hands up just in case. Oh, then I see this guy, right? And I'm like, oh man, this is like a random NPC. Like, this is a teammate, right? I get closer. Nah, it's a cannibal. And he's like beating the other ones. I thought he was my friend because he was beating the other cannibals and he had clothes on. But nah, he's one of them. I don't know if he was like scolding them or something, but just bonked them in the head, I guess. This guy's walking all over my tent. No respect, honestly. Speaking of Kelvin, I had this weird bug later on where he got hit and he was just kind of like on his knees, but I couldn't revive him or anything. He wouldn't get up. He was just kind of stuck there the entire time. And like I tried so many different ways to try to revive him, but nothing worked. And like he wasn't dead or anything because he was just, you know, on his knees just moving, but he wouldn't get up. So I don't know if that's a bug or if I just like missed something on how to revive him, but he would not get up. Oh, and then I get hit here and I pass out. This is another similarity to the forest. I think in single player in the forest, the person you get knocked out, they drag you back into a cave. And you kinda gotta escape from there. So this is super similar. So yeah, back to what I said earlier, like I don't know if I couldn't sleep because it was scripted because of this, or if it was because of the cannibals being around. So you know, I'm captured, like I'm in a village. There's people here. I'm like, nah, I need to get out of here. I grab my junk. And I'm trying so hard not to attack these guys because, like in the forest, I felt like if I didn't attack them early on, like they would just leave me alone more. And I felt like if I attacked them, then they'd start attacking me randomly. We have a can opener now. Canned food. The recipe says it turns into cat food, but I imagined it was beans at first or something. It's so dark, by the way, even with the torch. Like, you cannot see what's in front of you at all. And like, I can't tell how high things are, so it's like, if I fall, will I die? Will that be GG? Little fish. I noticed we're able to drink the water and it doesn't really hurt us. Or at least I don't think it does. You know, it might. I don't know if there's a... I don't think I found like somewhere where I can see like my stats or anything. And I hear that damn beeping again. It's the worst sound ever. Oh, and then I see my campfire. I'm like, oh, let's get there. And I fall. I like run. And it's so dark, I can't see the cliff, so I just fall off a smaller cliff. I'm so lucky it wasn't like a huge cliff. Come on, get there and sleep. I am so dumb though, like I'm trying to figure out how to get that guy down. Even though I just saw the rope that's attached to the rock. Like surely my brain isn't that small that I can't think of not smacking the rope with my axe. Like, surely I'm not that brain dead. But unfortunately I was. I think at this point I figure out that you can just chop the rope. It wasn't so obvious. Well, I guess in my defense, stuff like that wasn't really in the forest, I think. Not that I remember. Maybe there was. Test out fall damage, and I don't get any fall damage. So I guess I'm just the best gamer in the world. A nice early flashlight. I'd like to see it. I guess this is a marker that you can set at places to mark. I think at this point I'm thinking that I want to find a nice little flat area where I can start to build something. Some kind of home base. But I'm also heading towards this next little green icon on the GPS. I didn't know how different it would be from the purple GPS locators. I spot this little camp here, and I assume this is that green icon, but I don't think it is. This guy has a hat, like some type of military hat, so I assume that he's a part of our squad or something, but it looks like he's been eaten. Look at the way they just hang from the trees. Nice little butterfly on my axe. I don't know exactly what this command does, but I assume it just clears the area near us. Again, just pointing at them but doesn't do anything. But they're just everywhere, like, just watching me. And they keep Coven so distracted because he's scared. And I think in the forest, the cannibals they get mad when you cut the trees, I think. And so I'm kind of like, I don't want to cut the trees in front of them. So many things I still need to do, like get food and water. I'm just kind of eating the candies. Look at the way the trees get cut in this one. So much more chips and stuff. I swear I'm gonna get a splinter just looking at this tree. Oh, and this is where it happened. Kelvin gets hit there, and then he never gets back up. And like, I don't think he's dead or anything, because he's moving. But he's just kind of bugged there. Like Kelvin's down and he didn't even get a chance to help me. And like I thought maybe he was like stuck on the tree trunk or something. So I think at some point I tried to break it, but I accidentally hit him. And I'm just kind of like, maybe his health is down and he's recovering. Like, surely he'll get up. Like, maybe I just gotta sleep or something. But he's literally just stuck there. And it didn't get fixed either. I had to die to restart in order for him to come back. Can't even use any medicine on him or anything. Like, I still don't fully understand how to use Kelvin. And like whether like the enemies can kill him. I know you can kill him if you want to get rid of him. Oh, I almost killed him here, I think, with that tree. So yeah, I'm not sure if the enemies can kill him or if they can only like bring him down but not actually kill him. The plants are always exploding too. I'm pretty sure this is a bug too. I wish I had a Kelvin here to help me though. During my next life, he does help me a lot though, like to the point where the base is just filled with wood. I still can't get him up, he's just stuck there. Like what am I supposed to do? Like what kind of bug is this on day one? Nah, I know he's just pretending. He just doesn't want to work for me. I get it. He's lazy as hell. So I started to remake the house here, and then I noticed these cannibals with clothes are starting to scout me too, and I'm just like, am I in danger? I kind of just ignore them and I keep working on my the base of this little cabin. What's nice is you can take all the stuff back, not like in the forest where you just gotta break it if you don't want it anymore. But then all the materials go to waste, kind of just phase and fizzle out of existence. So this is really nice. One thing I noticed is you can't eat the little birds anymore. There's no small meat anymore. Like I killed a couple of the birds, but you can't eat them anymore. Which kind of sucks. Not a big fan of squirrel meat, but at least you can eat those. Alright, and here I'm just trying to shoot the bird with the slingshot. Like this is the type of skill that playing Valorant gives me. Look at that crisp aim. Shush. But look, you can't eat the bird. You can't pick it up. I thought maybe, I gotta use the knife to cut it or something. Maybe something sharp. But no, you don't get to eat the bird. Oh, and then I see this. I'm sorry, Mr. Turtle. You gotta die for me. I have no idea how this squirrel died, by the way. I think it ran into that fire. I'm just glad I have meat now. And Kelvin is still on the floor. And then I see her. Like she pops out of nowhere. It's Virginia. I know they said in the trailers that you can recruit her, but I have no idea how. She's kind of like really shy and wary of you at the beginning. And I assume she comes for the food since she sees me cooking it. So I think maybe you gotta like feed her enough that she'll join you. But I don't know if you can have both her and Kelvin at the same time. Like I want her to join me, but I don't want it to end Kelvin's life, And yeah, if she gets too close to you, she kind of runs away. So I try to keep my distance. But do you see how good that animation is for her? It's so fluid. The way she just walks around and then jumps around. Super fluid. I'm so surprised I saw her so early too. I thought she'd be like, not like a late game thing, maybe more mid game. Or like a lot rarer than this, but she came so early. She's coming for the meat and I'm like, oh man, that meat is like burnt to a crisp. Like surely she's not gonna want to eat it. And then she walks past it and eats that raw squirrel corpse. I did not expect that. I thought she was going for the cooked food. She gets scared again. Like, yeah, I have no idea how to recruit her yet. So yeah, at this point I'm kind of like, maybe I should just ignore her. I don't know if I can give her like raw meat or if she just eats like the animals I kill. She's kind of doing yoga, stretching around. No, I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure she's the Virginia we're supposed to save. The one that was missing. So another day passed and I thought maybe Kelvin would be up, but no, he's just still sitting there. So I'm just kind of building a house, hoping he'd get up at some point. And I get some more visitors. They're like covered in mud and they're always crawling around. I'm pretty sure these guys are like the lowest tier enemies or something. Ones that are crawling and full of mud. I kind of wasn't paying attention when I was cutting this tree down, and something unfortunate happens. You can probably guess what. Ah, here we go again. The nice part though, the stuff doesn't get destroyed. This guy just smacks me in the face. And then laughs. They like throw stuff at you now. They throw rocks. So they're definitely getting a lot more hostile. They keep hitting me. Try to ignore it. Like maybe he'll go away, but he's so aggressive. Get him. Oh. I don't know if that's mud or are they burnt or something? Maybe it's just my graphics. Maybe it is mud. This guy's still here being annoying. And I'm like so close to like just killing him. Bro, and look at that jump. He just jumped straight over Kelvin. Like almost knocks me out. It just won't go away. Like leave me alone. I'm just trying to build my house. At this point I'm just getting fed up. I'm like, I'm about to kill this guy. They're so slippery though. I couldn't finish him off. My stamina was way too low. And look at him. He comes right back. He's coming for round 2, but I ain't playing no more. He's just rolling around in the mud like an idiot. I think I hit him too hard in the head. He has brain damage. Yep. Got what was coming to him. And you know what's happening next. If you played the forest, you know what's happening next. Come on, Kelvin, get up. Put one down, and then this guy shows up. It's like a gold mask or something. Like, I think we saw some of them in the trailer, but so weird to see him so early. I thought maybe there'd be more mid-game or something. He was scared, but as soon as I got close, he just started swinging. Trying to get a closer look at that mask. Some guys rolling around in the back. Oh, they're like fighting each other. Yeah, there's like different clans or something of the cannibals. And they don't always get along. This guy's just climbing my house. Has no respect. When he's trying to break it, I'm like, nah, this guy's done. He's trying to break my house. You're done. I chopped his leg off. Ooh, you can see the bone and everything. And this guy just starts eating it right in front of me. I'm like, okay, like have your dinner. You're just eating that guy, but I mean, he deserved it, I guess. He was beating on them before. Save some for me, you know. They're still eating it. This guy comes out of nowhere, like I'm feeding his friends and he attacks me. Ooh, that guy comes out of nowhere and just smacks me. I thought maybe it was another scripted event. Did they take me back to their village? But nah, I just died. So on to the next life. So basically I do mostly the same stuffs. So I'll just skip ahead. I go through mostly the same steps. Like I want to go back to that same area I was because I really like that lake. and I want to build my base there again. So I'm trying to find it again, but I get a little lost, and I think I'm going to the right spot here, but I end up going to a different section. Somewhere I haven't been to before with some carts. This is where one of the green indicators is. And it has like a shovel icon, but I don't have a shovel yet, so I guess I have to come back later. And so now I just try to go back to the original area. Kelvin pointing out more stuff, and Kelvin's back alive. He's not glitched anymore, so that's great. And I find another camp here, one that I didn't see during my first playthrough. As I'm trying to make my way back to the original spot, I do spot Cannibal Village here. They have more tent-like structures now instead of like those huts. Yeah, it's definitely this like, this is where my Ian teammates are. And finally I have Kelvin working on some stuff, but it's time to make the base in. What is wrong with this guy? But then this one runs up and just smack Kelvin. I'm like, nah, you're done. His friends are watching and they kind of run away. They're like chasing Kelvin around and Kelvin's running away from them. Come on, bro. Where's that backbone? I need some help around here. Oh, that one of the fairy guys comes. Look how scared that guy is. This guy thinks he's tough. And then Kevin's pointing at some more dudes. He's pointing at them, but he's not helping. Look how scared he is. There's the pre-made stuff from the old games in the forest, and I decided to try some of this stuff out because I could not figure out how to build the other stuff. So I'm like, oh look, I used some of this. So I really wanted to build like a log storage and stick storage in a bed. So I'm like, here's some easy ones. Because I noticed that when you sleep in that tent with the tarp, you don't regain like your full energy. That you get tired so quick. And a bench too, I was trying to make a bench, but I could not figure it out. I don't know if it's possible to build a bench with the new system. Maybe it is, but I could not get it. So I'm building a nice little stick bed inside my little cabin. You can hold a lot more ropes this time, by the way. Look at all that wood. Kelvin is such a beast, but I really need a storage for all this crap. So just start filling those out. Look at all those bones on the ground too. I need to make a storage for that too. I'm trying to see if he can pick up the sticks and then put them into the storage, which you can. I did not notice that guy, by the way. I thought it was Kelvin, honestly. Then he grunts, and I hear him like, bro, this guy is huge. Look how massive this guy is. Smacks the hell out of me. One hit and I'm down. Does not phase him. Kicks me in the face and knocks me out. Like, even if this was a scripted like event with him, that was pretty sick. Like, this guy manhandled me. This guy's huge. How big and ugly this guy is. Look how little that person is compared to him. All those bones. This guy's trying to eat me or something. So I escape here and I'm just like, I do not want to mess with that guy yet. Like, I need like a ranged weapon or something. And this lady just starts hollering, trying to warn that guy or something, but he like walked away somewhere. Lucky for me, honestly. Look how low I am. If I fought him, he'd probably kill me in one hit. I'm just like, nah, you ain't escaping with that. I spotted deer, and this shows you where you can throw your spear now, which is really nice. That camp was so close to my place. Kinda got scared, honestly, like they can come anytime. Like, I guess that makes sense why there were so many cannibals early at my base. Then Kelvin is still here. They didn't take him for some reason. And some more storages. Bones everywhere, so gotta pick all those up. There's a bunch of like rib bones and feet bones and stuff, but I think they all just turn into regular bones. I thought maybe they were like different types of bones, but no, they all get turned into the same one. Except skulls. Skulls remain skulls. There's log storage next. But the log storage doesn't hold that many logs, honestly. It holds 6 logs. Like, 6 logs? That's nothing. That's like one tree. So I just decided to stack them on top of each other. Ooh, and there's Virginia coming in the distance soon. I really want to recruit her, but I don't know exactly how. I still think it has to do with food or something. I don't know if it's anything story related. I hope it's not. I hope I can just feed her and she stays with me, but we'll see, I guess. Once I get farther along. So I just start to build a wall. You know? I need to get protected. Surely a wall will help me. Pretty standard forest gameplay. You build a little log cabin and then you build a wall around it. Yo, Kevin, are you okay, bro? You don't look so good. Alright, I think this is good. I think this is one of my new favorites. Not the killing, but this right here. The way they just kidnap you if they knock you out. I know it happens like once in single player in the forest, but it's happened to me multiple times already in the sequel. It's pretty cool.